Got another one of these videos. You know, the funny thing is, I don't look for these videos. They just seem to pop up. So, totally different person though. Now, either whoever taught them wrong, or maybe he forgot. I'm not sure. But he was showing people how you basically unlock this sword. Which, yeah. So basically what he's doing, okay, like I said, I shouldn't have to do a video like this, but I'm going to. We all know when you go to unlock a sword, thumb is off to the side, and then you just push, and it unlocks it. And then you can lock it back if you need to. Now, what he does, puts his thumb right above it, and then unlocks it. Now, as you can see, if I keep pushing up, let me get closer. If I keep pushing up, the blade is literally right there. Okay? Along with the Habaki, of course. So, he goes, take it, he has it like straight, and this is even hard to do with it like that. But he says you unlock it like that, so basically your thumb is right above it, and then does something weird. Says you don't use your arm to draw the sword, which, no, you just don't use your arm to draw the sword, you use your whole body. But he goes, watch, I'll show you. And he goes, just something like, without moving your arm or some weird, very, very weird, really. So, but then he's like, yeah, this sword locks really tight. But he's like, yeah, when you push it with your thumb right like this, he goes, now I'm using an Iaito, which is a non-sharpened blade. It's normally aluminum or zinc alloy. So he goes, if you try this with the live blade, be careful, because you could cut yourself. No shit. Because you're doing it wrong. You don't put your thumb right on the top. Like I said, it's on the right. Again, I've said this in previous videos. This is my hand. There are many like it. But this one is mine. I'm not doing that. And hopefully none of you do that. That's why they have it on the side, just like when you cup it, when you draw the sword, when you pop it, this portion of your hand should actually be back a bit. So it's like that. You're creating a V in here. Okay, so that way when I draw this up, where that edge is, and I keep going, so it's like that, and I put it back, this part of my hand is nowhere near the blade. So basically, it's like this. Okay? That's how your hand should look when you unlock it. Like I said, that way when you draw this sword, there's a V there. And that edge right here is not going to catch you. If you have your hand choked up all the way, like that, and then open it and keep your hand like this, when you draw the sword, you're potentially going to cut yourself. So it's like, if you're holding the sword, that's basically how your hand is when you unlock the katana. So when you unlock it, it's just like that. That's what it kind of looks like when you do it. See, I got the V back there. But yeah, don't do that. And hopefully other people who watch this video aren't doing that. You're going to lose a thumb. Or you're going to take a nice long trip to the ER and spend how many hours there to get it stitched up. So please, nobody do that. All right. And like I said, his draw, I can't even mimic it. Because I do like watching other people's techniques. See, okay, how do they draw the sword? You know, move. It's good to do. You know, you can learn some things. This guy was doing something weird. So, I know some Iaidos you draw like this. Swords like this. Okay. When I learned, sword sits always this way. Reason being, the reason why it sits this way and you draw it this way is, so if you draw it, you can move your body in a way that you're in a ready stance, okay? And also it forces you, as you're taking it out, because your opponent's here, your blade is right here, it's forcing you to turn your body, and I'm not moving my leg back, so that's why it looks weird. But now I'm a harder target to hit. Okay? So that's what it does. It helps you to develop that. If your sword's right here, yeah, you can bring it up and draw it and everything, but you're squared up. So like I said, you don't want to stay, if you can help it, you don't want to stay squared up to your opponent. Never, ever, ever. You want to turn your body to whatever direction you need to turn it to make it harder for a target. Just like in martial arts, you turn your body. Boxing, you turn their body. It's harder to hit. So, but what he was doing, I don't know. I'll watch his video again, see if I can't figure it out. But it's just it doesn't work. Like I said, I can't figure it out. But yeah. So yeah, when you go to draw the sword, yeah, you want to use your whole body. You know, you just don't want to use just your arm. That doesn't work. I mean, it does, but if you effectively want to take a stance that you should take, especially when you cut, it helps you do that. That's why it's a mix match. Some Iaidos, they go, the sword sits off, pointing basically to the right, the handle. Others, it's, you know, some are like this. Also, in the styles where they have it like this, like if you saw my video about techniques, this is a shield kind of. So now some people, the arts that come like this, when I learned, we come underneath. And like I said in that video, if someone's going to hit that, you just drop your hand. It's better to hit the handle of your sword than your hand. You know, so that's like a shield, a guard. You can also deflect with it if you had to. You can do a swoop, you know, knock something out of the way. If the sword's right here, if it's coming in this way, it's going to be a little bit longer to, you know, move it. So that's why if you watch some Iaidos, it sits, their handle sits that way. It doesn't sit right here. And actually, it's just kind of comfortable if it's sitting just like this. Even if it's pushed back to the Korigata, it still sits that way. So, but this sword, this is my drum sword. My Shobu from them. Handle, or the Tsuba's loosened up a little bit. Not a big deal though, I can fix it. But this Saya, damn, they did an awesome fit on this thing. Like I said, it fits pretty tight. So if I lock that in there, actually you can hear it. You'll hear a little clink. So that fits pretty tight. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to have another video coming out with this sword. The Honshu. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I want to like it, but I can't. I like the design. I think it looks cool. I really do. But I can't like it 100%. So I'm going to see, because I haven't tried it yet, how this sword draws compared to a traditional sword. Okay? So I'm going to compare the two. Yes, I know Dragon King has modern katanas out. I don't have one. Okay? And I appreciate that Dragon King called it a modern katana. I do appreciate that. Whereas this called a tactical katana. And y'all know how I feel about that word. And I've been looking online at other swords that they call tactical. And I've noticed one thing that they all keep similar. And I'll get into that in that video. Hopefully that one will be up tomorrow. But we'll see. I don't know yet. So that's all I have for you guys for right now. Take it easy, and I hope everyone's having a good weekend. See ya.